Jordan Leopold is a former defenseman who played, got to try to channel my inner Alan Roach. Jordan Leopold is a former defenseman who played 12 seasons in the NHL and won the 2002 Hobey Baker Award for the Golden Gophers, a season they won the national championship. Known as a puck-moving defenseman, he was drafted 44th overall in the 1999 draft by Anaheim, but never played for the Ducks. Instead, skating in high-end fashion for Calgary, Colorado, Florida, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, St. Louis, Columbus, and finished his career in his native Minnesota after his daughter Jordan delivered a heartfelt letter to 9 to Noon stating how badly she wanted her father back in Minnesota. We shared the letter on air. Leo soon after was traded to the Wild, and he still is yet to give 9 to Noon a comp at Mississippi Gardens, despite delivering on this life-changing moment. Jordan joins us now. Excellent having you here. Thanks for helping. Hello.
Did you take a breath with all those teams I played for?
Well, you played for Calgary twice. I didn't put them in.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't put them in the middle there.
Yeah, no, I know. Man, it's been a while since I've been in here.
Well, it's great to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Hey, welcome back.
Czechia, thanks. Czechia, Canada, 2-2 deep in the second period. Well, you seem to have missed the last part of the preview or of the introduction.
You skipped right by that.
I missed a lot of it.
We shared the letter on air.
Oh, boy.
Leo soon after was traded to the Wild, and he still has yet to give 9 to Noon a comp at Mississippi Gardens, despite delivering on this life-changing moment.
You know, the life-changing moment, I think it was more for you. It put you on an international scale. You got a lot
Really
more
was.
listeners out of it. You benefited more than me.
I had a 9 a.m. guest. Can't remember who it was. Might have been Micheletti. Don't at me. No hard feelings. That letter arrived to the radio station at 8:50. Read it, vetted it out, got in touch with Mom, Jamie, learned it was authentic from your daughter. And I'm like, we have to start the show with this.
Yeah, off it goes.
We got to get Leo back to Minnesota.
Off it goes.
Read the letter. Oh, wow. That was 11 years ago.
11 years ago, just out of coincidence, my daughter penned some letter in the middle of winter, and you get your hands on it and
How'd
blow
I
it
end up with it?
Jamie
delivered. Your wife delivered it.
My family was pretty desperate to get me back home. I was in Columbus living by myself for 3 months. I mean, that stunk, without four kids at the time.
I remember one time I texted you just out of nowhere to say hello. You were with Columbus. I caught you at a time you were on the road somewhere in a dark hotel room, just having the worst migraines or concussion-related headaches or something like that.
It happened.
And we talked on the phone for like 5 minutes, and man, you were in bad shape. Remember that?
Well, I'm still trying to figure it out now. I've been down at Mayo the last few months trying to figure out how I get some sleep.
You all right?
I don't sleep. Yeah, I'm fine.
Really?
I don't sleep.
Worried about the Mississippi Gardens bottom line?
No,
attendance down?
I'm more worried about this women's national team if they're going to, end up giving us fool's gold.
But seriously, though, God bless you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Well, I don't care what Abbott, Nordo, and Johnny Paul say. I think you sound great.
I'm excellent. Look at me. I'm just a specimen. This body is a temple. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's got a few more pounds on it than it used to.
Same. Up 13 last 3.5 weeks. Same.
Yeah, it goes up and down. That's all I know. Being a former athlete kind of stinks because you don't realize how good a shape you were in until you're actually done. And that took me about 2 years to figure that out.
Do you watch the Olympics outside of hockey?
I've watched a little bit.
Every time I turn the TV on, it's curling.
Curling or alpine sports. I don't have all the apps to watch everything, but I was there in 2006 in Torino, or in Turin, I should say. Yep. But it's just it's a spectacle. My kids want to desperately go bad, and I think maybe I'll take them when
want to go to the
Salt
Olympics.
Lake. Yeah, Salt Lake. Yeah, I always get emails from the Olympic Committee. We get passes to whatever it is if we want to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we get taken care of pretty well.
Well, like when I go searching for information about the current Olympics, you search players or whatever. Like you have a page for the men's U.S. Olympic hockey team. It's not a big page, but it indicates that you played in 2006 representing the country. It's pretty cool.
Well, a couple of days ago, not days ago, probably a week ago when we played Latvia. Last time we played Latvia in Italy when was when I was there. And my representation of my generation was there.
Bro, you were in the Olympics.
I ended up scoring a goal that game. They played it on NBC, and all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. And it's more of my kids that I coach, the high school kids. They're like, hey, Coach Leo, you scored a goal?
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
So you're coaching high school?
Yeah, I coach high school at Andover.
Wow, sweet.
Yep.
Now, the Andover girls, all right, they play tomorrow night.
You are right on.
Yeah, because my neighbor, Randy Keppel, coaches Holy Family.
Yeah.
And they play Holy Family, upstart Holy Family Fire. So, I don't know, we got a little side thing going on here.
A little side wager.
Randy's going to be on the radio show tomorrow, like 11:05 or something.
Well, see, you're promoting girls hockey. It's great. I mean,
Holy Fire girls hockey.
You look at the girls hockey.
Holy Family.
In the Olympics, you're talking about Olympics. Look at these women. These women are just completely dominating.
Yeah, I'm trying to save Team Nordquist a little money with Ava and Stella.
Yes, that's
Randy
right.
Keppel on the radio show
Nordal, you need to put some money back in your pocket.
Let's go, Holy Family.
Now, 9 to noon, out of nowhere, has a researcher who has joined the equation. And you're familiar with him. His name is Bob Motzko, coach of the Golden Gophers hockey team.
Never heard of him.
So we had a chat right before you joined. And so Coach Motzko went to texting me some trivia stats. This is daunting. So USA plays Sweden today at 2:10.
Okay.
And USA loaded, Sweden loaded,
Yep.
Landeskog on fire. The last time USA beat Sweden in the Olympics, 1960.
A long time ago.
They tied 2-2 in 80. And since 60, the United States of America against Sweden is 1-7-1. Make that 1-6-2. I mean, those are different teams, different players, different Landeskogs, different favors. I understand that. But it's still 1-6-2, man. And the year you were there in 2006, the Swedes won.
Yep, we got our clock cleaned.
Who were some of their better players?
Nicholas Lidstrom, Thomas Holdstrom.
All the Red Wings.
Yeah, basically the Red Wings, yeah. Yeah, it was...
That's when the Red Wings went through a stretch where they were getting Lindstrom, maybe Holmstrom, definitely Datsuk.
Yep.
Like deep in
he's the Russian, but...
Zetterberg was a Swede, right?
Zetterberg was a Swede. He was there as well.
But I'm just saying the Wings, they were getting all these high-enders deep in the draft.
Yep.
Like I think they already had
seventh round. And, they only have 7 rounds now, but there were some 9th round picks in that deal too. I mean, Datsuk could be one of the best players that I've ever played against.
Yeah, phenomenal.
He was that good, but obviously he's a Russian. But you know what? We are not seeing any Russians at the Olympics, which really sucks for ice hockey because they're one of the top the top competitors in this group.
All right, quick twitch. What comes to mind with all these teams for whom you played? Quick twitch can be 5 seconds, can be a minute. What do you remember about playing for Calgary?
Red Mile, Stanley Cup Game 7.
Colorado.
The mountains, the beautiful weather. Oh my gosh.
Florida Panthers.
Knowing I was going to get traded.
Penguins.
They just came off a Stanley Cup year, and I was so excited to go there and play with Sidney Crosby.
Well, how cool was that?
Yeah, that was awesome. 3 months.
Young in his career.
Yeah. Well, they just won their first cup, and I was there with Fleury and those guys. Yeah.
That's Malkin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it kind of nutty? I mean, we were talking about earlier. I was watching Sid still playing on the front power play unit for Canada. I mean, just the longevity of how good he's been for so long.
Sid is a specimen. He is, and I haven't talked to him in probably 10 years. But man, I tell you, he just impressed me so much. People would ask me who's the best player you ever played with. Him by far.
Yeah,
not even close.
Is it foolish to? I mean, I don't like when people put comparisons to immortality on super young players. Seriously though, this Macklin Celebrini.
Yep.
He has an opportunity to be certainly close to or as good as any of them.
Well, you look at him, you look at McJesus. I mean,
we like to call him McDavid, but
well, I know, but he's McJesus in Canada.
You can go with McBlasphemy if you want.
It's crazy. Those guys are on a different scale. McKinnon, it's Makar.
Did you play with McKinnon?
No,
right.
I never got. I played against him, but man,
you played with Claude Lemieux.
I didn't play with him. Played against him.
Played against him.
Yep.
Buffalo.
My kids love that place, and
Your kids love Buffalo?
My kids love Buffalo. They went to school there. That was home for us.
Anchor Bar, like the go-to place?
Well, you can, yeah, absolutely. I wasn't going to tell you where my watering hole was, though.
Take a trip to Niagara Falls, look at it for 5 minutes.
Everybody that came out did that. We went to the American side, too. We never went over to Canada. We're like, no, we're not going to Canada, even though it's a better side.
St. Louis.
We had a peach tree in the backyard. That was pretty cool.
I was just in Charleston, South Carolina for 4 days, and at our hotel, they had kumquat trees.
Oh.
They were just beautiful.
I will say this, when my time in St. Louis, I was there for 2.5 years, 2.25. But the two teams that I played on were Stanley Cup final caliber teams. The one thing that got us was goaltending.
Who was the goalie?
Elliott, Brian Elliott, Wisconsin guy, and then Miller came in. Ryan Miller came in and played for us, but he didn't take the change. Didn't fit him very well.
David Backus, you know him at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we had him on. We had him on last week to chat about the Olympics, and he played with Bennington.
Yep.
And then the way he laid it out with Jordan Bennington, it was phenomenal. He was like, get him early, and you got him all day. Mm-hmm. And if you get him twice early, you probably got him for the next month. They got him early, this Czechia team, but subsequently Canada, with all this talent, has come back to tie it at 2. But I thought that was cool that there legitimately are goaltender immortality type people, cup winners, where they have tells where if you break that confidence early, man, you might have them for the whole game.
Well, I mean, Bennington, when I was in St. Louis, he was like our East Coast goalie.
Wow. I
mean, he came out of nowhere. And he was just out of the Western League at the time in Canada.
Very talented.
Came in and he grinded his way up there. And then when he got his opportunity, made the most of it. He won a Stanley Cup.
Columbus.
A lot of healthy scratches.
The Wild.
Love the city, though. And Ohio State won a national championship when I was there.
Really?
Yeah. The town was going crazy.
Ohio State hockey?
No, football.
Oh, football.
Yeah, come on.
And finally, the Wild.
The Wild, well, this is home. So obviously, heartfelt. This is where I always wanted to be, and I always wanted to play at some point. So I got 3 months.
Leopold's Mississippi Gardens Event Center.
It's still there.
Let me guess. You're rewiring stuff and maybe adding some crown molding to a room, given all you do is touch up your wife Jamie's pride and joy.
Yeah, her pride and joy.
It was her idea.
Oh yeah, no, it's her business. I just work there, support it, and go from there. It's been interesting ever since COVID, as you know. Hospitality industry got hit hard. Yeah, got hit hard.
Yeah. You've said that like the last 3 times you've been here.
I know.
It's not changing.
It's hard. And then, with inflation, the dollar, it's a disposable income type business. It's not what it once was before the so-called good old days.
Did you ever encounter any drunk wedding goers who are like, I remember when you played my Fighting Sioux.
Oh, yeah.
They were always better than you guys, and I hated the Gophers back then.
Oh, always. I mean, everybody asked me, like, who's your hated rival? Well, when you play at the U and you played at the time I did with my teammates, everybody hated us. So we went in every bar and we saw everybody's best. Yeah. We saw a sold-out crowd. By far, North Dakota was the worst one to go into. We joke that, there's no way in heck our kids would ever go to North Dakota. And we just say, hey, when we want to jab a guy, we're like, hey, how the Fighting Hawks? Yeah. They can't stand that. I mean, but you know what? They have a heck of a program up there. They really do. And, anybody gets a shot to play there and play high-end Division I is lucky to be there.
Motzko's team is struggling a bit. I guess, you know what? I mean, you really didn't want to go to Las Vegas in April for the Frozen Four anyway, did you?
Oh, man. One of my former teammates had a nice VRBO all set up, and I think he's going to get refunded.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. You never know.
The way Motzko laid it out, every game is like 1-1, 2-2 for a long time. Then the other team gets the next goal, and things go pear-shaped. So It sounds like they're kind of close. Just win the Big Ten tournament, get Leo to Vegas.
Well, you look at coaching-wise, I mean, you look at progress. You want to see progress over the year. And, has it been progress? Yeah, I mean, there's been some losses that you'd like to have back, obviously. But, the moral victories get old after a while, and you really got to start winning. So the only way they're going to get in, though, is like you said. They got to win that tournament.
I don't know if they're freshmen or sophomores. Bob said about 45 minutes ago, he basically guaranteed, I have 5 players on my team who are going to be in the NHL.
Yep.
They're just really young, and from a confidence standpoint, as the players are bigger and faster than like high school or whatever, where when the confidence comes for these guys cohesively, they're going to be tough.
Yeah, I would agree.
That way?
Well, we were in that same spot back in 1998 when I was at the U. We had Wooger. Wooger was coaching. He was kind of in his last hurrah, and we didn't have a good couple of years there, my freshman and sophomore year, and then finally put it together our last couple of years. So, there's without failure, there's not success. So,
do you love Olympic hockey? Like, do you men's and women's? Do you go out of your way to watch it?
I will watch it. Yes, I mean when it gets in the playoff format, that's with anything. But it's really hard because I've played in a lot of these tournaments and stuff where you may have your best game of your life and you end up losing. So you're like, man, I wish
that's hockey.
It's hockey, but it's one and dones. Yeah, and look at the NCAA basketball tournament. The upset city when it comes to that, and man, I'm telling you, I wish they were like best of 3 series, but you can't do it just because the best team probably will win in a best of 3 series. Yeah. But it's just not the case. And you look at the men's side, pretty packed here. We play Sweden today. That's going to be a tough one.
Can't wait.
Canada's are they still in a tie game?
2-2 into the third.
Yeah, I believe they're still in a tie game. That's tough hockey.
When I was talking to Motsko and Czechia was leading 2-1. And, in the early stages, like Canada's first goal, don't know if you saw it or not, McDavid in the slot with an unbelievable no-look drop pass to Celebrini goal. So they're trying these drop passes between the leg stuff. I mean, it was showy. Then all of a sudden, Czechia took a 2-1 lead and was dump and chase. Now all of a sudden you see McKinnon, McDavid, and all these cats being like, all right, enough with the showy stuff. Let's get out there and bust somebody's butt. Yeah,
there's a format to playoff hockey, and the playoff hockey type mentality is get the puck deep, make the other team go 200 feet to defeat you. Nothing pretty. Don't turn pucks over. May the best team win at a chess match. That's basically what it is. With regular season, you see these guys do all these things, but you don't really see it in playoffs.
With your Andover boys team, you got a squad.
Yep.
Are you the head coach or an assistant?
No, I'm an assistant.
Yeah, that's cool. You got a squad?
We got a squad. We haven't fared very well. We're a lot like the Gophers, where our record just doesn't stand for what we have.
Andover sports has gotten so good the last 10 years.
We've had some imports. Imports do help. But
that's how it works.
I was talking to some former alum of Anoka High School, and that's the region we're in.
How is Paul Martin?
Paulie's great. He's Oak River, though.
How is Nate Prosser?
Oh, there we go. I've seen Pross.
That's right.
I see him with girls hockey. He's coaching girls hockey. So I see him all the time. Yep.
That's awesome.
But the point I'm making is 1996, Anoka got basically split in half by Champlin Park. And then Andover came in. We split them in half. So Anoka's just been picked on. They haven't had the success that we've had, obviously, in Andover, but it's fun. I love coaching. I love teaching. I get the defensemen, so I get to teach them a few things. Obviously, they don't have the IQ that I have or the experience that I have, but at least if I can give them a couple nuggets, hopefully they learn something and have a good experience.
Is the Andover girls team, is it good? It's really good, right?
They're always going to be a state contender.
Because Randy's squad beat Minnetonka 5-4 in a thriller.
Yep.
And, I've been to some Holy Family Minnetonka games over the years when my daughter went to Holy Family. And, that's a nice little rivalry right there. Beating the Skippers in girls hockey ain't an easy thing.
Well, you will have your norms, which are your big programs, which is Minnetonka, Wayzata, Edina. Even Maple Grove, and it's like they're staples to be where they are. Hill Murray, every year they're right there knocking on the door. And Andover for girls hockey has been there almost every year just because the section they're in. The section they're in, they have some favorable matchups, and they end up getting there. But you never know what's going to happen when you get into an 8-team tournament, just like you see with the Olympics. It just takes a couple upsets.
Hockey Immortality and Minnesota Hockey Immortality. Jordan Leopold in studio 9 to noon. Leo scored a goal in the 2006 Olympics in Turin, Italy. We're going to chat about that and more when we return to KFAN. Third period from Milan underway. Canada and Czechia 2-2. Jordan Leopold, Hockey Immortality, in studio 9 to noon. This is Supervisor Jared. We have a lot of construction taking place here.
I saw this little husky Barney Rubble style guy walk in, and I'm like, holy cow, who is this guy?
He's got a Barney Rubble tag on him right out of the gate.
He's got all this Forest Lake hockey gear on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So Jared's story is he's the supervisor, he's the boss. If he gets frustrated with his crew or he just needs to take a break and look at his phone, My man just stopped by 9 to noon one day and just sat down, put the headphones on, listened to the show, looked at his phone, and left.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's my kind of guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Come on in anytime.
Yeah.
The door's always open.
Yep. Jared, say it loudly. Say hi to Leo.
How you doing, Leopold?
No, I'm doing all right.
Forest Lake Jared.
Forest Lake Jared, Jay Ekman, head high school hockey coach there, Andover guy.
Wow.
Yep.
Looking for Andover, yep.
Yep.
So Leo played in the Turin, Italy Olympics in 2006. Swedes won the gold that year. Canada finished 7th. The USA finished 8th. What in the heck happened to you guys back then? You were in a spine tingler with Kazakhstan. Noted hockey juggernaut Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, Latvia, yeah, we didn't have the powerhouse that we once were. I mean, it was a very interesting experience for us. We were professional athletes, obviously, in 06, and we didn't go to opening ceremonies. We got in maybe 4, 5, 6 days later. I can't remember.
I saw Grumpy Parrish this morning when he was leaving the power trip, and I'm like, hey, I got Leo in today at 11. You guys played in the Olympics, and he told me 2 stories. One, off what you just said, you guys got there 2 days later than you should have, right?
Yes, we had some terrible weather in the East Coast. Nor'easter came in, and guys were supposed to be on flights, and we all flew separate in instead of having a charter meet in Newark and then go over. Well, only 2 of us got in on time for the so-called presser.
Yeah.
It was myself and John Graham.
Wow.
So, and John's a goalie that played in Tampa Bay, and he may have started a couple games for us there. I don't remember.
Didn't he have DiPietro?
Yeah, it was more Ricky DiPietro than anybody. But, I mean, it was him and I standing in front of, a whole press corps. And they're like, who are you guys?
Yeah. Where's Bill Guerin?
They're waiting for Billy G. They're waiting for Chelios. They're waiting for Madonna.
Drury.
Yeah, they're waiting for all these guys. And here I am like, hi. No, it was pretty funny. But, yeah, we got in late. We weren't even going to partake in any of the opening ceremonies, and then played the tournament. And then once we got done, flight out next morning.
Yeah.
So it was like being at a tournament. But the hilarious part of this whole thing was okay, we're the Americans. We go in there and, always tensions are high around the world, and security's telling us, hey, don't show too much patriotism because you could be a target. And we're like, okay, what does that mean? Well, don't hang any flags outside the Olympic Village and in your tower so people can target that if it's that. And so we didn't. And of course, there's probably 6, 7 towers in Olympic Village, and you have to go in and out of security to get, like an airport, to get in these places. And we're the only tower that doesn't have any branding on it. Which tower do you think the Americans are staying in? Process of elimination.
Right.
If you're a smart person, you can figure that out. Our buses took a different route to games everywhere we went. We had police escorts. It was different than any other kind of tournament that I ever went to. But the Olympic experience, it's hard to get it when you're an athlete because you have half of the Olympics is in the Alpine and half is down in a city.
Oh, really?
So how do you get in and out of these places? And then being in Turin at the time, they didn't build the infrastructure on time, kind of like it was this year.
Wow.
So you couldn't take a train into the mountains. You had to take a train 30 minutes and hop on buses. But then at the end of the night, the buses didn't run. So if you went to an Alpine event and it ended at 9, you'd have no way to get back to the city. And this was before Uber and all that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So.
All right, so as we root for Matthew and Brady Tkachuk today at 2:10 against Landeskog and his super special Swedes, Leo in the 2006 Olympics played with Brady and Matthew's dad, Keith Tkachuk.
Yeah, old Walt.
What's Walt mean?
Old Walt. Well, his dad's name was Walter, I think.
What kind of a player was he?
His nickname. Oh, he was a feisty one. He's a lot like Billy G. Him and Billy G got along great. But you look at old videos of Keith Tkachuk. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame. He's an American Hall of Famer. I know that, but I don't think in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He should be. But he was a feisty guy. He got under your skin. He was hard to play against. He had a knack for the net. And he would fight guys. He was just like Billy. Him and Billy were 2 peas in the pod. He's a left-handed shot. But his kids took a lot of that learning up and learned from it and went out and did more than what Dad probably ever did. So he's super proud of him. I know that.
Well, with the second story, Mark Parrish, Grumpy Parrish, who was on that team,
Grumpy
told me.
Bear. Yep.
Yeah. So when you think Grumpy, you think net front presence, strong, scrappy, and that's where he did a lot of his damage.
Yep.
So it might have been against Kazakhstan. It was one of your first 3 games. You're on a rush, and Parrish goes to the front of the net.
Where he should go.
Keith Tkachuk hit him twice with his stick, like baseball style.
Yep.
Bam, bam, and said, "Get the F out of here."
Yep.
Because that's where Keith wanted to be.
That's for me.
That's just what an unbelievable story.
I mean, you look at old Pear Bear. He was one of my roommates. I had 4 other roommates when I was there, and you look at Pear. Pear made his career out of standing in front, getting garbage, taking away goalies' eyes, tipping pucks, all that kind of stuff. It wasn't any fancy stuff like a Datsuk. But Big Walt, Tkachuk, he had a knack for kind of both of that type of thing. He wasn't going to exactly lead the rush, but he could shoot a puck at the top of the circles if he needed to, and Perry could too as well. But they both kind of made their home there. So when they're playing together, it's like, okay, who's going to be net front? Well, definitely wasn't Walt. Walt wanted to be after he wanted to be what we call the killer.
He hit his own teammate twice with his stick, like swinging a baseball bat in a game, saying, "Get the F out of here, Grumpy."
Yep,
that's the best. That's hockey. That's the best.
2 grumpy guys, going at it. But no,
Garen's like, "Let me join."
Yeah, Billy, and Walt. Those guys could tell some stories. Boy, they sit in the back of the bus and just beat everybody. It was pretty funny.
Oh, Billy played Grumpy, didn't he?
Yes, Billy would play Grumpy.
Yeah.
But when you got Billy in a good mood, I played with him in Pittsburgh as well. But when you got Billy in a good mood, it was great. But Billy would always stand up for his guys, which was awesome. And Big Walt would too.
So despite the worldly climate in 06, being in the Olympic Village, I mean, it sounds exclusive and cool with a bunch of sweet, comfy comps. Like, what was Olympic Village like?
Olympic Village was much like a bunch of dormitories with fenced-in areas, a busing area, a mess hall, which would be where you eat. There was a McDonald's in there. There's a bunch of food that's local, which was Italian at the time. There's just a big community area. And
isn't the Big Mac in Europe called something Royale?
It could
like
be
the King Roy, Big Royale or something.
They have different names. Yeah. But
and they don't have McRib, so I'm out.
The thing that really got us was McCafe just came out at the time.
Ooh, coffee.
So the coffee, the espressos, that kind of stuff. They were serving that in Olympic Village, so it was wonderful because we could all get coffee. And being pro athletes, all the guys are like, I want my Starbucks. I want my Starbucks. And we couldn't get it.
That's such a hockey thing, man. Where you got the tailored suits, you got the skinny ties, hair still looks wet when you're walking in, and you got your big black coffee.
I had a nice fat tie and baggy suit back in the days. It's not like it is now where it's all slim fit. We want to show our socks and maybe some skin. I mean, I can't even fit into that stuff. I don't know how these guys can wear it. But no, Olympic Village was interesting. All of our the speed skaters and everybody that's in town is staying in the same place, and you go up for treatment for injuries and see people. I was in treatment. I was just telling some family the other day where I was right next to Sasha Cohen. And the single guys on our team were like ooh and ah over Sasha Cohen, like, oh my gosh, are you up at therapy? Yeah, I'm gonna come visit you. Okay.
Yeah. Gotta make sure Leo's okay.
Yeah, gotta make sure. I'll hold your hand. Like, oh boy. But and even back then I remember I had my computer with me and I had to Skype call home.
Yeah.
It was totally different. Now
with your pager on your belt?
Yeah, pager, my phone, my computer on my belt. But yeah, back then you had to have a Skype account in order to video.
100%.
You had to basically make an appointment. Like,
it was the old school StreamYard.
Yeah, it was crazy. So the bus rides and all that were kind of fun. And guys are yelling in the background because we're not on phones.
Construction supervisor Jared has given me a question to ask you.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Canada and Czechia.
Is it Czechia or Czechia?
It's Czechia.
Yeah?
I thought it was Czechia. Then I looked up the official country name. It's Czechia.
Seems like it changes every 4 years.
Right. Well, I was calling it Czechia.
Well, Czech Republic, and that's...
Motsko kept saying Czechia, so then I looked it up, and of course he was right and I was wrong. Oh, Czechia on a 2-on-1. Bennington with a pad save. Do you think Czechia wins this game? I mean, it's 2-2 with 13 minutes to go. Massive underdogs.
They're holding on. I mean, you even look at just a quick glance. You got 32 and 17 in shots, meaning Canada's probably carrying the play. But in games like this, one shot, you don't know. I mean, just get your opportunity. Like, here you go. Right there.
Yeah,
that's a grade A scoring chance turnover. Right?
Off a turnover, right?
Yep, right there.
I mean, this right here personifies when elite hockey minds are like, well, there's going to be a handful of games during the year where we need our goalie to steal it for us.
Yep.
You got to steal us a win. I don't know who he is, the Anaheim Ducks goalie. My man's stealing the game right now.
Yeah, and if you run into a hot goaltender, I got to experience that at the NHL level. We had Mika Kiprusoff, and he just came out of nowhere, and he just all of a sudden shut the door every big game in playoffs, and his first playoff run, his first season really in the NHL, and it was like, boom, off we went. Just gave us just a ton of steam and belief. You know, the belief when you have a goaltender that's going to stop almost everything. It's like, okay, all right, we can make mistakes, and we're still going to be in it. You know, in Binnington, the Canadian goalie, I don't think you're going to beat him clean. You got to create some kind of dirty scoring opportunity in order to beat him. So it's going to be tough for them to do that. And Canada's got some weapons, man. But if they can turn it up here, I do expect Canada to win this game, even though it's close. But you never know. It's upset.
Is it Jarrett with a D or two T's?
Jerrid.
Oh, one of those.
Jared.
So Jared, Supervisor Jared, has he's given me a question to ask you. What about Quinn Hughes and Faber together? What do you like about it?
Those two are something. Fabes, the first thing that comes to mind is his glasses.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
In that commercial?
Yeah, but he's just playing it. It's funny. And
hold on. Look at Gretzky. He's tripping.
Oh,
Gretzky's negative right now.
Has some negative vibes. No, but you look at Hughes, and Hughes has this thing on the internet now. I mean, I'm not on social media or anything, but I just saw it on the Today Show this morning where they're talking about how Quinn always looks in the outer space.
What do you mean?
He has this stare where he just gets back to the bench and he just starts staring like he's fixated on something. And my theory to that fixation is that that's how he so-called recalibrates his brain to not think about what just happened and just kind of focus on something. You're taught in sports psychology to somehow get your brain off a negative track. Well, how do you do it? Sometimes you focus on something. Sometimes you use music. Sometimes you use other things. Everybody has their own thing. And I'm wondering if that's his go-to and that's his crutch for him to just rewire his brain really quick. But he looks like he's out of it when he does it. And it's absolutely hilarious.
So I've said this before like this with Quinn Hughes, I'm not pretending to be watching the center ice package at 9:30 and watching Vancouver Canucks hockey. So I knew who he was. I guess I'd seen him a little bit. Until he got here, I had no idea how twitchy and how he shakes his shoulders and stop and go, just all the nuance people like you would know about. He is would you qualify him as rather slight of frame? Because now I'm starting to forward think to the postseason a little bit. When they swallow their whistles, there are never any fights. Center of the ice gets a lot more aggressive without whistles. We've seen it with Kaprizov when he played DeBoer coaching Vegas and Dallas. It's just things change.
Yep.
And I'm not saying Kirill's small, but he's not McKinnon or McDavid big. But with Hughes, would you say he's more on the diminutive side? And
very, very good observation. That would be my only concern is, yes, when you get in the playoffs. I mean, I just got done telling you when I was in St. Louis, we had two teams, 2 years that we were very heavy and we were skilled. And it's like, okay, nothing's going to stop us.
Did you play with Dougie Waite?
I played with him in the Olympics. He was one of my roommates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't he play for the Blues?
Yes, he did, but he wasn't there when I was there.
Got it.
But we had heavy teams, and that's what you kind of build yourself towards at playoffs. Even today. I mean, it was like that 25 years ago and also 10 years ago, but you look at the teams that are successful, they have some weight to them.
Yeah.
So
like the Kings when they won it.
Yeah, like a guy like Spurgeon, okay, the last few years, we get in the playoffs and he's a target. It's like, okay, all right. Well, is Hughes going to be a target? And the thing that may work to the advantage is maybe they have more targets now.
Yeah.
Instead, it's take Kaprizov out of the series.
Right.
And you have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is it take both of them out? Okay. Which one's going to burn you?
I love that.
So there's a little bit of take on that. But, I mean, as far as his hockey ability and skill and, I mean, ability not to get crushed and dodge big hits and this and that, I mean, he's one of the best in the world. But Vancouver hasn't been in the playoffs.
Yep.
So we don't really know. That's the X factor. And I'm hoping for our sake that we see a run past the first round. I played on the last team that got out of the first round with the Wild.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
10 years ago.
11 years ago. Yeah.
You're the best. Let's do this more frequently, okay?
I agree. Thank you, man.
Leo and Johnny Paul.
Hey, happy birthday to my kid. He's 17 today, Kyle.
Kyle. Happy birthday, Kyle Leopold. Go Andover. 9 to noon finishes after the...
I can't wait until tomorrow. 'Cause tomorrow might very well be too late. I can't wait until tomorrow. 'Cause tomorrow.
All right, see you, Leo. Meanwhile,
could never come.
Major development in Milan.
Are you kidding me?
Czechia has taken a 3-0 lead over the heavily favored Canadians with 7:42 to go. There's a little girl who is about the age of Jordan Leopold when she brought the letter to FM 100.3 KFAN in 2015. She just hugged her dad or whomever, or uncle, whomever, crying. I mean, holy cow.
Is that to Palat?
Czechia?
Just to Palat, maybe?
Well, I got no idea.
Yeah, it's Palat. Wow.
Is that Nietzsche? That's how you say his name?
I said Nekis yesterday, but that's too obvious and dumb. I think it's Nietzsche.
Gretzky's tripping.
Oh, Gretzky's got to be out of his mind right now.
The great one has lost his shine.
7.5 minutes left, and you know what that all started with? A guy laying out his body and blocking a shot, and sending the puck the other way. Guy laying down for his country.
They love their country. Yes, they do. Oh, see you, Leo. Yep, see you, bud. Tomas Hertl with the assist, one of the assists along with Nietzsche with Palat scoring.
That? Well, I mean.
Wow. Oh, McKinnon with a snipe save. Well, this Anaheim goal, he's unbelievable. Oh, no. Really? It's over?
It's over already, my friend.
Finally having fun.
Man, a U.S. and Czechia gold medal game just doesn't have the ring to it, I guess.
Well, what about Czechia, Sweden? All right. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Thanks for listening.
What do you think Bill Guerin says if we put 6 goals on his netminder today? If Gus Bus gets handled.
Oh, geez, it's Bus. That's right.
I think it's Bus.
All right, he's Nordo. I'm Paul. We'll try harder tomorrow. That was a lot of fun today. God bless all of you and your families. Thank you very much for listening to 9 to noon at FM 100.3 KFAN. Czechia, what?
Podcast today's Paul Allen Show, or listen back to previous show and interviews by going to the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.